Welcome, YouTube. Today's video from It's Complicated. You think you're a 10. Rules of modern dating and understanding women. Well, if you've seen any videos from this channel, you know it's really good. He asks pretty good questions. Makes them think. And the follow-up questions are always on point. Well, before we get into this video, please like the video, comment, and hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Alright, let's get straight into it. It's complicated.
Who is better at self-improvement, men or women?
Women.
Self-improvement, definitely women.
Okay, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10.
What do we have here? Let's have a quick glance. Hair color. Both the black and the white woman on the left have a bright and natural red hair. Doesn't look like anything that a natural redhead would even have. Eyelashes longer than from here to Spain. And when I say here, I mean from Mars to Spain. And the one on the right, you can tell from her demeanor, the lashes, like the makeup, and on the lashes, the eyelashes. I mean the eyebrows, the makeup and the eyebrows, the glasses, the earrings, the bracelets, high maintenance. For the streets, she's for the streets. Oh, I'll say they all are. If you look at everything there, she's high maintenance. You can tell these are not your regular traditional women. Immediately they went on saying women. Didn't even listen to the question, just answered women.
10s across the board. Oh, period.
Okay, isn't saying you're a 10 admitting that...
Self-improvement,
Women.
definitely women.
Okay, rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10.
10s across the board. Oh, period.
Oh,
Okay, isn't saying you're...
wait, what?
What?
I knew it. The high maintenance one to 12. It's scaled from 1 to 10. First of all, that's illogical. That's stupid. This is nonsensical. You have a scale 1 to 10 and you say 12. You've already failed. Ridiculous. Meaning, you know what you're saying is bullshit. The one in the middle with the happy smile on the face said 10 across board. So with everything, you're perfect. I don't know what the other one said. But let's
10 admitting there's no room for improvement?
No, not at all.
Isn't
Oh,
the first
she-
step towards improvement
She's agreeing. Apparently, there's no room for improvement because they're perfect.
admitting you're not perfect?
You're
We
right.
didn't say we were perfect. We just said
We
we
said
were
we're
10.
10s.
That doesn't. You didn't say that being on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being perfect. Facts.
Well, what would be perfect then? On a scale of 1 to 10?
There is no perfect, really.
That makes no sense. You have a scale from 1 to 10. Obviously, 1 is a lower number than 10. 10 is going to be perfect. So to say he didn't say 10 is perfect is just illogical. Just trying to make just nonsense. Just trying to, play the game. Always trying to be right. Let's carry on.
Isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
Yes. 100%.
So then,
Before they answer the question, I had a feeling that these ones might be a little more reasonable. Not too sure. Think the one on the left might be more reasonable. But the nose ring, if that is a nose ring, I can't tell. I don't know. But the one on the right, I think would be a little less reasonable with the extra piercings.
why would you admit that you're a 10, which is perfect?
Because you should feel in your own way that you are perfect,
Yeah, you
because
should
that's
embrace
confidence.
that, because that's manifesting that you are a 10.
12.
So reality is nonsense. Your wishes are what is. You should always feel you're perfect. That makes no sense. No one is perfect, first of all. Secondly, you should know what you look like, whom you are. I had a feeling it would be more reasonable, but it was a smidge bit more reasonable than the other ones. Not much of a difference. And that wasn't a nose ring. That was just a light.
Isn't saying you're a 12 admitting there's no room for improvement?
Ooh, you got me.
And the slightly overweight one, and when I say slightly, I mean overweight, not slightly, says she's 12. At least she's admitting that he got her.
No, that doesn't.
because I mean, Universal.
Oh, and they backtracked right after I said that. They backtracked. Let's have a listen.
You gotta speak in the microphone.
Is it?
Universal scale, we're talking about like 20, right?
Right.
So like, there's always room for improvement. We just think highly of ourselves,
Yeah.
but there's always room for improvement. We just think highly of ourselves.
Well, isn't the first step towards improvement admitting you're not perfect?
No, it just means that there's room to grow, right?
Yes.
She doesn't even believe what she said. She had to ask her friend to just validate or affirm what she says, so she can feel like she's not saying anything stupid. And you can tell from her friend's smile and expression, she knows it's bullshit. And the other one knows this bullshit.
The room to grow.
I didn't say we're perfect. We just said we think highly of ourselves.
Okay, but how highly is too highly?
There's not a limit. There's not a limit.
There's never
There's not a
never
limit.
too much.
You don't. There's not a level to where I think so highly of myself.
You're right. There's not a level to how fat you can get. Okay, that was a little mean. Let's carry on.
That it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
It's not there.
I think everybody should think highly
Yes.
of themselves.
You should too.
All the way
Yep.
out in the outer
You
space.
should have the most confidence.
Okay,
in
high
yourself.
in the sky.
What is more attractive to you? Somebody that's down to earth and doesn't take themselves too seriously, or somebody who walks around and thinks they're all that?
I like both. I mean, no, I would
It's
prefer-
like
You like both. Like, seriously, you like both.
a mixture of both.
It's like it is a mixture of both. You want someone who thinks highly of themselves, but
Also knows how to. Yeah.
Well, how can you be both? Aren't they
It's
contradicting?
very possible.
Yeah,
Look
it
at
is.
that one. Like, I think highly of myself, and I'm hella goofy and down to earth.
No, you're not. No, you're not. You're not hella goofy. You're not down to earth. You're not. If you were, like he said, it's contradictory. If you were, you wouldn't say you think highly of yourself. That's not down to earth. Like, the devil's in the details, I mean. You said you think highly of yourself. That's not down.
At the same time, and I'm single, so
But we know that.
Yeah, we know. We know you're single. We can tell. No guy's gonna take this shit.
We know that we're not better than anybody else.
Okay, is it possible to improve without taking accountability?
No.
Yeah, you have to be self-aware and accountable for
What's the last mistake you took accountability for?
Damn.
The last mistake I took
Probably-
accountability for?
Always being late.
Okay, why is it often said that women are notoriously late?
Because it take a long time to look
Yeah.
good, boo.
Yeah. Like we have so much to do. We have to like do our hair, our makeup.
Procrastination, basically.
Well, why not just start getting ready earlier?
Procrastination.
Okay. If you were on a first date, how long would you wait for a man who was late?
Not at all.
I wouldn't wait.
You wouldn't wait, but you would deliberately procrastinate to be late. Why so selfish? I ask. What's the point of being this selfish, self-centered? This is the modern woman. Very selfish, very self-centered.
If you're late,
Honestly, past 10 minutes.
I would say if they're communicating with me,
Yeah.
I give it 10
Right.
minutes.
With communication,
I give it like 10,
it's
15
fine.
minutes.
yeah, if they're communicating.
As long as there's like letting me know what's up.
Okay. When preparing for a special night out on the town, how much consideration do you give towards being on time?
None. I have 50.
Sometimes they say these red flags. People are making a big deal out of it. This, that. You can say this red flag means this. You're just putting people in a box. But that small nose ring said it all. And I've never seen any chick with a nose ring who's reasonable.
15 minutes to make it to a club, and I still got to go change and get ready.
Zero.
Zero? Why is it often said that women are notoriously late?
because they
we
take
have more
fucking
stuff.
hours to
No,
get dressed.
we have more
They
stuff
wanna
to
do
do.
eyelashes,
We have more stuff to
eyebrows.
do. All they have
wanna
to do is take
feet,
a shower,
nails, hands.
a
They want to
shower
wax
and
that
get dressed.
coochie
We
before
got
they
way more
get
shit to
out.
do.
They want to do all
We
type of
have
shit.
way more.
Green hair. And the way she even speaks, like this guy, well, I'm sure he's just getting some booty, that's all.
Shit to do. They don't have nothing to do besides take a shower, hair already cut, throw an outfit on.
We're just always late because we do so much.
You do little, you do nothing. It could take tops 15 minutes to do what you do. They just sit around, you just wait, it's just like being waited on.
When we're trying to get somewhere, like when we're getting ready, we dance and sing, and it's like we haven't done anything.
Okay. I often hear the excuse to be fashionably late, right? Why is fashionably late a thing when women are capable of being on time for a job?
I don't think it's an excuse.
Why do modern women have more of a problem submitting to a husband than they do submitting to an employer?
What do we have here? Sometimes you can judge, and you should. That's what people do. You judge people on how they look, whatever. Not to say you holistically judge them, but at least you use different markers to tell what to expect, what to avoid. Before they answer the question, you can tell off the top of your head what kind of answers you're gonna get. First of all, what hairstyle is that? Is that purple, pink, and no? And it matches the shirt, like colored hair. It's a no-no. Looks cute, whatever. Actually, personally, I don't think it looks cute. Actually, it doesn't look cute. I think it looks shit. Looks like shit. But some people like it. Well, the women like it. But it's not cute. But hey, women with colored hair are not. They're not traditional. Let's put it that way. And the other one, the big hooped earrings. The hair color as well. That's not a natural hair. It's obviously a wig too, just like the one on the right. Her titties out, the tattoos. And the raptor claws. Sure, the answer is going to be dumb.
What's the question?
In other words, why do women think they are free when they serve their employers, but slaves when they serve their husband and children?
Because the employers give us money. Our husbands give us headaches.
So men don't give you money? I thought men were providers.
They are, but I know for sure I'm going to get paid on the 1st of 15. I don't know with him.
Okay. What's one thing?
Yeah, right on the money. I knew the answers was going to be dumb. You're going to submit to someone who will make you disposable, who will not have your back. Your employer, just because you pay you from the 1st or the 15th. But you're a man who's going to provide, protect, all of that nonsense. No, they're going to give you a headache. All right, let's see what we have here. Nose ring on the right, the septum one. Yo, you know, she's ridden a carousel a few times. You can tell. Even the look on her face. Not just the nose ring. The look on her face. You can tell. The one in the middle, obviously, think the hair is a wig. And the one with a handkerchief as the shirt. No, not so traditional, these three. But attractive. Let's see what they have to say.
You wish men understood better about women?
Catcalling, it's not appreciated.
There's a difference from being creepy and then just trying
charming.
to being charming.
And
The difference is you being attractive, that's all. Ugly guy, creepy. Attractive guy, charming.
complimenting. Catcalling is not complimenting.
It's not a compliment.
What does the behavior of approaching a woman respectfully look like?
It looks like a man coming up to you and just giving you literally a normal compliment, like your outfit.
And also probably talking to you about yourself other than talking to you about your looks and what you look like.
Instead of being like, damn girl, that ass is fat, how about be like, wow, like you're a beautiful woman.
Your makeup looks nice.
Yeah.
Something like that other than complimenting your physical.
If a man gives...
And the tattoo comes out. I knew it. There's a scorpion. Black hair, black clothing, tattoo. It used to be emo kid. And the one in the middle, the long lashes. These ones are for the streets. I would smash though. All of them together, but not to be taken seriously.
Gives you a compliment and a woman gives you a compliment, does it have different meaning to you if it's the exact same
Yes,
compliment?
yes.
Stop the cap.
If a woman gives it to me, then it means way more. If a man gives it to me,
I'm like, get the
A
fuck away
compliment from a man means literally nothing, but a compliment from a woman
it means a lot.
now that's
everything.
something.
So what advice would you give to a man who maybe wants to come up and say something nice without being perceived as creepy?
The moment they immediately turn to the other one, whom is trying hard to think, you could you can tell from the expression on her face. She's trying hard to come with an answer that makes sense, but it's definitely not gonna make any sense. You can tell they have no answer. They don't know the difference. The only difference is whom says it. You're attractive, charming. You're not creepy. It's God calling.
Approach a woman nicely. Say, I just want to let you know you're beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, instead of just like maybe you could
Or
if she's into
don't-
it, if she's into it, stand there, wait a second. But if you could tell she's like, like
And
then walk away.
Also,
Yeah.
go into it like not thinking that you're gonna
Get something
her
out of
in
it.
return.
This is ridiculous. Like these are the dumbest answers ever. Stand there for a minute, see if she's into it. Don't go into it thinking you can get anything.
Right away.
Yeah.
Do women often find attractive men cute and romantic when an ugly one doing the exact same thing is creepy?
Honestly, yes.
At least you're honest now. Well, the middle one. And the one who giggled on the left can, well, she just had to. Look at the face of the one on the right. she knows everything she said previously has been torn down.
It's probably rude, but yes.
So then isn't it entirely subjective?
Yes.
So then if so, why should a guy even bother trying to be romantic unless the woman already shows interest?
Well, I think it depends on the girl also. Like it depends on who you are.
It all depends. Every day it depends on this, it depends on that. It's not this and you're right, it's subjective. Nonsense. Don't take relationship advice or dating advice from women. Approach them. You shouldn't be shitty about it, just approach them. If they say you're creepy, just bounce.
If an ugly man came up to me and was like, "You're beautiful," I'd be like, "Thank you so
Well, aren't
much."
you also saying that it depends on the guy?
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah, it depends on the.
It does.
But,
I'm gonna
but
be
like
honest.
she said, like if an ugly guy comes up to me and is like, "Oh, like you look very beautiful," then
Someone that she thinks ugly, but let's say I don't think they're ugly, that's the difference. So like
yeah.
attractive
Everyone
is a
has-
scale.
Yeah,
beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Bruh.
Women like those you just have fun with.
Yes.
Smash, dip. It's so annoying. No logic, no sense. Pretty privilege. You're pretty so you can say all the nonsense you want.
Women will often say things like, all men cheat or men only want one thing. Are women more likely to accept negative generalizations about men than they are about women?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Why is that?
I think so because a lot of guys are different. There is like a 50% of them that are like good, like they're really nice and respectful, but there's other like ones that just don't have that, and they do whatever the fuck they want and
Okay.
act a fool.
Okay. But why is it when it comes to calling out female behavior, it depends on the woman?
Because women are weird as well.
Yeah, women do the same shit. There's some shicey ass girls out here in Vegas, especially.
Well, at least these ones sound more reasonable. Not all of them with a nose ring sound crazy. Obviously, they are crazy with their sexual choices and sleeping around a lot. It's a telltale sign of promiscuity. Apart from that, the one on the left, you can tell from other things. The look in her eyes. but they seem at least like a little more level-headed.
Okay, yeah. A lot of them are on my channel, but you're not one of them. So
Yeah, exactly.
if women
Now, what do we have here? The chubby one on the right, the one with tattoo across their arm. Oh, man, I don't think we've seen one traditional one, decent girl, if I should say.
don't need men, why do women date men?
For their own pleasure.
What do you mean?
We don't need them, but we want them.
We want the attention. We like the attention.
I don't know, maybe procreation, boredom, the need to not be alone.
Well, why not just date a woman?
Look, I do that, so I don't know.
Okay, why not just date a woman?
Because I'm
It's
not
a
into
different
that.
attention.
Okay, so why do women date men?
Because they have a penis.
Exactly. Well, most modern women, that's the only reason why they do that.
Okay.
Dick.
So if women want dick, how is that different than men sexually objectifying women?
Because you can see the cog spinning. See the cog spinning. Let's see if they beatbox. Thinking hard.
Because women have more feelings. I mean, they do that, but there's feelings come behind it. Where men, they just...
If women
That makes no sense. That makes no bloody sense. Oh, men don't have feelings. Makes no sense. I'm not even gonna react to that anymore because it makes no sense. I'm tired of hearing all this double standard when you know you're doing the same bloody thing. That doesn't make any sense, but you excuse it because of your gender. Oh, women have feelings, and when they do it, it's oh, fuck that.
women don't need men, why do women date men?
Dick.
Okay, how is that different than men objectifying women sexually?
Damn, that's a good ass question. I don't have an answer.
We really can't provide nothing but pussy. At the end of the day. That's true.
Okay, so then how come when you ask a woman what she brings to the table, that's not her answer?
Because they not being true to themselves.
Okay.
Oh. Like that, at least she's self-aware.
Yes.
Obviously, bringing only, your cat to the table, it's not enough. That's not most women. That could be you, but that's not most women. But at least she's being honest. That's the only thing she brings to the table.
Interesting. All right. So why do women complain about being sexually objectified when you think that the JJ is pretty much all they're bringing?
That's a good question. Wow.
They're washed with tattoos.
Next question, Steven.
You don't have an answer? Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. Do you think a woman's body count matters in dating?
What?
Of course you'd say no, because it's a lot. Like, look at your hair color. That's a lot. You have a lot. So it's a no.
Well, yes.
Nani?
Okay, when guys look at it, yes, because for females to have sex, we have to give them consent, right?
Yes.
Okay, so when a guy has sex with a female, he scored basically.
Okay, so
she's reasonable at least. Well, not entirely, but to a degree, a little more self-aware and honest.
unladylike for a woman to go sleep with several guys, you know what I mean? Because back in the day, women didn't sleep with someone, or they didn't even lose their virginity. They got married virgins, you know what I mean? So that's how it's been. So that's already been like this.
That's not a real answer. The real answer is very simple. Very easy for a lady to get some. All they have to do is say yes. There's no value in it. They don't preserve value when they do that because they're giving it away for cheap. On the other hand, for a guy, you have to work for it. So there's value in it.
Stigma for
Simple.
women. So when dudes do it, it's already okay because it's been okay for so long. They had prostitution going on all the way back when Jesus was alive, you know what I mean?
Oh no, come on, man. No guy, don't be talking nonsense.
So that's why people still make it okay today.
Yeah, it definitely matters. We like to say it doesn't, and it shouldn't, but it does.
Now, the fact that you also like women, does it matter to lesbian women the same way that it matters to men?
No.
That's interesting. How do you explain the difference there?
I feel like a lot of times, when it comes to that, it's the idea of you being more experienced. Not saying that people are against messing with a first-time person, but that's such a emotional attachment experience. If I'm the first person taking your virginity, well, if you come across somebody that's already know what they're doing, then yeah, you're kind of a little bit more comfortable with that. So I don't know why that's different with those two, but I know in the queer community it's definitely a little different.
Well, if a woman's body count doesn't matter, why would a woman ever slut shame another woman?
Because females are haters.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yo, Aliza, appreciate this girl. She's, apart from the bisexual one, she's the only one that's being honest. The other ones are just being shitty liars. She's self-aware. With the tattoos and all.
Yes. They be hating on each other.
Well, if women don't even trust other women, then why should men trust women?
Because, like I said, we provide the vajayjay.
Okay. Well, if women provide the...
That's not a valid answer. That's not the reason why you should look at a friend. A friend can tell that's a dumb answer.
JJ and men provide the resources, how is dating not just a loose form of prostitution?
It is. I never said it wasn't.
Okay, so then why do women get offended when you call them prostitutes?
Because they hate getting told the truth.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, well done. Well done. At least she's aware.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting. Why do women hate being told the truth?
Because we are very hard-headed and we don't like to listen. I don't know, I think a lot of women have a hard time admitting when they're wrong and they just want to win the argument, even though... And then you go so far.
Yeah, it's called sign language.
To the point of no return where you're just like, I just have to be right. I don't know why it's a hard thing.
Aren't men more likely to concede even if they're not wrong?
Oh, yeah.
Why do we have the expression being the bigger man?
I don't know.
So why is it often said that women are more agreeable than men?
I think we're agreeable, but in a different way.
How so?
I feel like you said with that, to please a partner, but I feel like women are people pleasers, just regular in their everyday life. I will see myself or see other women, whether it's in the workforce, whether it's when it comes to being a parent, whether it's your relationships with other women. We'll just kind of take a back seat just to be like, okay, cool, whatever, we'll go with the flow with that. But I feel like, yeah, when...
Well, it's funny. It takes a lesbian someone to date women to understand what they do.
When it comes to men with their partners, they'll concede first, but I don't know about their interactions with other men if that's the case.
Well, how can you be a people pleaser if you also need to be right?
It's a double-edged sword. People are complicated. We're walking contradictions.
All right, that's it for this video. Interesting video. Really, usually interesting videos from the channel is complicated. You should go out and check his videos. Always makes a lot of sense, especially with his questions. Gets them thinking. And most of the time, most of the ladies that come on talk nonsense. Might be a few here and there with a little sense. The men that usually come on say some sensible stuff, but you have the old one here and there, like that guy talking about the body count and not making sense. Anyway, that was quite interesting. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, help a brother out with the algorithm. Until next time, when we review another video of these modern women being total complete Amber Heard types. Peace!